I've been meaning to do a mailbag video for a few weeks now, and this one will be kind of a test of the new microphone I hooked up. So yes, there might be some adjustments to the audio again in the next few days. My recent video on Our Lady of Kibeho, however, was inspired by something I got in the mail from a viewer, which we'll get to in a minute. First, though, I wanted to thank everyone for the mail they sent. The positive messages I receive always come when I need to see them, that kind of thing, the most. So believe me when I say thanks for all the mail and the support that I've received. Now, let's have a look at a couple things, and then after the mail, we'll get into something that I was accused of in good faith, being overly censorious. We'll get into the filtering feature of YouTube after the mail. Everyone needs to know how this thing works. Like I said, I received a couple letters that were very positive in nature, thanking me for what I do, and again, I thank you for sending them. As usual, I won't give the names of people who send me things in order to honor the privacy of people who do, but I'll say this much. Like I said, mail is always welcomed, especially positive ones. If you want to send me some hate mail, feel free. But one letter does come from my old neck of the woods, from a subscriber living near Portland, Oregon. You can see the artwork they included in their letter. To answer the question about anime, the art they included was for something called Trigun. Now, I don't like anime personally, but as long as it's not gross stuff, then I don't think there's anything really wrong with it. As usual, when consuming popular culture, you should be discerning. Trigun is one bit of anime that I'm familiar with the most because I actually kind of liked it when I saw it, years and years ago before I entered the church. A lot of my friends were into anime as well as a bunch of other kind of nerdy things, so I saw a fair amount of it. And Trigun was actually one that I thought was interesting, and if they put it on, I didn't mind watching with them. That's about as far as I went with it, though. But again, I don't like anime personally, but as long as it's not nasty, gross stuff, then I don't really find anything wrong with it. It gets high marks for me because I thought it was okay, which, again, anime was never my thing. But to the sender of the mail, of that letter, I used to go to the community college up the road near you. I lived in the Tanasbourne area and the Quitama area for about 6 years. I worked out at the LA Fitness up in that neighborhood, and in general, I'm very familiar with that area you live in. So that was, when I saw the return address, I kind of chuckled and thought it was pretty cool. So hope you're seeing this because I got a kick out of that letter, so thanks for sending it. Now, I've received a couple of books, and man, I got to tell you, this first one, it's a real page-turner, let me tell you. Though when I saw the title, I thought I was being fraternally corrected. Kevin McClements sent me a copy of his book, Reasons Why the Novus Ordo Mass is Better Than the Traditional Latin Rite. And again, as you can see, it's a real page-turner. I finished it in record time, and man, am I impressed. If you want to get a copy of it, you can probably find it online at lulu.com. That's LULU.com. Don't go typing random web addresses with that kind of name into your browser, please. LULU.com. Its ID number is 250659660. No, I'm not getting a royalty or payment for the book or anything. I got a copy of it, as you can see. It makes the most compelling case possible for the Mass of Paul VI. The guitar solos, Oregon Catholic Press hymnal, Breaking Bread hymnal, and all. It's truly a riveting read. I'm being, purposely snarky here. Now, the other book I received is by Leonard Wessel, or maybe Leonard Vessel. I don't know. My German is as bad as any other language that I speak outside of English. Titled, From Romantic Irony to the Irony of Marxist Nihilism, the Principle of Ironic Terror in the Theories of Revolution of Karl Marx and V.I. Lenin, a polemical essay. It's a takedown of the nihilistic undertones of Marxism and their relation to terror used by Marxists. It looks like an academic book in the way it's formatted, but I'm pretty sure my audience can handle it. You can get a copy from the author in Germany directly, and I have the ISBN number, that number associated with the barcode on the back of the book, but there's no website listed that I saw. Email me if you want the address for the book itself, or if the author is seeing this, comment with the address and email me to let me know, and I'll tell you why you need to let me know that you did that here in a minute. But before I get to that, this is a Seven Sorrows Rosary. It also came in the mail with the instructions to promote it. On the Sources blog, you'll find the instructions on how to pray the Seven Sorrows Rosary, so please consider taking it up. Lent started this week, so I can't think of a better time to do so. If just don't have the Seven Sorrows Rosary replace your daily rosary. Have it be an addition to the one you do already. And as you can see, it has 7 decades of beads, and the mysteries you focus on are different than the normal rosary. It's 100% an approved devotional. If you're not familiar with it, go back and watch my video on Our Lady of Kibeho for more information. If people want, I can probably do a video on it. It might be one of those rare supplementary videos that I do in addition to whatever's going on in the day. So, on to the less pleasant part. YouTube filters a lot of things in the comments. I was accused of, being overly censorious. Well, okay. I set my filtering to include all the typical racial slurs and hate speech you might expect from some people in our circles, and I do that in self-defense, to be honest. I do want to comply with YouTube's terms of service as best as I can. But the filtering feature is weird. It catches pretty much any and all links to outside websites, as well as a lot of other unpredictable things. I've seen comments filtered that were being very nice to me. Things like, "Hey, Anthony, thanks for the video," that kind of thing. As well as critical comments. I've even seen liked comments, comments where someone else saw it and liked it. So it doesn't always happen immediately. And then I get the weird accusation of being censoring comments all the time. Now, I have banned people trying to lead people out of the church, mostly so I don't have to answer awkward questions at my own particular judgment. I do take this seriously. So if you're one of those weird Protestants or Orthodox or atheists who feel compelled to comment, "Come out of her, my people! Whore of Babylon! Mary worshipper! Pope worshipper!" and other such silliness, please save your breath. Anyway, last I checked, there were about 2,000 filtered comments, which actually I'm kind of wrong about, so you'll see why in a second. So yeah, I'm behind on manually approving them all. Sometimes it may be faster to just re-enter your comment with some adjustments to let the algorithm approve what you've said. I've seen people do that, actually, where, in their comment to say, "Hey, this is the third time I posted it, and it finally got through." And it wasn't anything, I won't say not remarkable, but it wasn't anything, that makes sense that the algorithm would go after. On your screen is but one example, though. You may see your comment here. Note that it's at 1.8 thousand filtered comments, plus an additional 2,000 that were marked as likely spam. So there you go. I could get more screenshots if I wanted, but I think you get the point. Please feel free to comment. Please keep doing that. But if you want to share a link, maybe tell people how to search for the info online. And if you feel the need to make an edgier comment, be smart about how you say it. People will usually get what you're trying to say. Like I said, these mailbag videos are typically short. This week, I do have some interesting and important news regarding the unsealing of the Vatican archives, so don't miss that because, frankly, this will make headlines in the secular media as well, and I have my suspicions not a lot of people in our circles will talk about this, and it's important. Plus, there's always the potential for another video on Catholic prophecy. If you have recommendations for an episode of We Were Warned or one on Our Lady, please let me know in the comments or send me an email. Just make sure it's approved by the church, please, and check to see if I've covered it already. I'll be revisiting some of the series I've covered in the past again as well. I also plan to go live again soon. YouTube changed how that worked, and I haven't been able to figure it out, but my guest has done it a few times, so he'll walk me through the process. I may also have a video that's a little too spicy for this place again, which, because I'll be rebirthing an old series that I did some time ago, so it'll be posted elsewhere with a short thing here. Anyway, thanks for listening and supporting this channel. God bless.